This video is intended for 8th grade students planning on taking Math 2 or sophomore level math at J.R. Garrett's Middle School during the 2013-2014 academic year. In order to begin the presentation, we'll start by talking about what the schedule will look like at the middle school for next year. Each day will begin with an 18-minute TLC. TLCs are followed by 2 academy courses, one during period 1 and the other during period 2. Different to our schedule is that our core classes are now blocked beginning next year. You'll notice that period 3 and period 4 form a core block course. Following that, period 5 and 6 form a second core block, lunch, the third academy class, and at the close of the day, block 9-10 forms the final core class. At JRG, our core classes consist of math, language arts, a semester of science, and a semester of social studies. Academy classes consist of such things as world language, art, health, and so on. Now that we have an understanding of what the schedule will look like for next year, let's go ahead and take a look at how math will operate. Some of the key points are that students will travel to Kimberly High School for the first semester to take Math 2. Due to travel time and a difference in the JRG and KHS blocks, students will have reduced language arts time for the first semester. Second semester, students will take probability and statistics. Students will join their regular education peers in language arts during the second semester. The impact of this on the schedule is much easier to see when we take a look at the visual schedule. The times on the left, under the column Grade 8, are the times that the general 8th grade students are taking courses. On the right-hand side of the black line, you'll notice Semester 1, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. That's Kimberly High School's regular schedule or standard schedule. On Wednesdays, KHS runs extended learning time and has a delayed start and an early release to the academic day. Therefore, we need to take a look at 2 different types of schedules as we compare the JRG schedule with the KHS schedule. Let's begin with the regular schedule. Notice that your son or daughter will have TLC at the regular time. They'll attend their first and second periods with the regular 8th grade classmates. At the end of the second academy class, students will then prepare to travel to Kimberly High School from 9:17 to 9:30. At 9:30, students will begin Math 2. That class runs until 11 o'clock a.m. Between 11 and 11:15, your son or daughter travels back to Garrett's Middle School, where they'll report to the LMC for a language arts class. The details of the class are to be determined. Students in the past who have done similar types of experiences have participated in Wickedy or other online learning classes for language arts. Following language arts, students continue with the regular schedule. They attend lunch, go to the third academy class, and then report to the final core block of the day, block 9-10. This will be either the student's social studies or science class. On Wednesday, extended learning times, the schedule looks slightly different. Notice that TLC and academy classes remain the same. However, there's a brief block of time in which students will participate in a language arts class prior to traveling to KHS. From 9:17 to 9:35, students should plan to report to the library. From 9:35 to 9:50, students travel to Kimberly High School, and then have math class from 9:50 to 11 o'clock. Travel time to JRG runs from 11 to 11:15, where students then have language arts class from 11:15 to 12:06, once again in the same type of format that was described earlier, a process to still be determined, but generally has looked like online learning. Students continue with lunch, academy, and then their final course, which is social studies or science. During the second semester, the classes begin to look a bit different. Students will now stay at J.R. Garrett's for the entire day. They will report to TLC, their academy classes, but during block 3 and 4, we'll have the course Statistics and Probability offered at Garrett's Middle School. During period 5-6, they will report to language arts with their other peers in 8th grade, and then continue out the rest of their day, lunch, academy, and social studies or science class. You may be wondering how statistics and probability was selected as the course for students to take second semester. You'll notice the KHS Math sequence is located here. Your child took Math 1 during 7th grade. They're now reporting to KHS to take Math 2. After Math 2, students have the choice between 3 different classes. Garrett's Middle School will be offering probability and statistics. When students enroll at Kimberly High School as freshmen, they will then be able to take Math 3, and following their Math 3 experience, will be able to enroll in some of the upper-level math courses that you see listed here. We realize that taking Math 2 and traveling to Kimberly High School next year is a big step. Therefore, if you have questions or concerns, please feel free to contact Uli Balistreri, our PACE coordinator. She can answer questions about PACE services and student placement. If you have specific questions about student schedules, please feel free to contact Dave Lamers, our assistant principal.